Born Andrew Warhol on August 6, 1928, Andy Warhol's parents were Slovakian immigrants. The Warhols immigrated to the United States from a small town in Eastern Europe called Makova. Andy was diagnosed with St. Vitus dance at age 8, which kept him home from school for long stretches of time. During his ample free time, he began collecting movie star photographs and putting them in scrapbooks. He fell in love with Hollywood, photography, drawing, cartoons, and magazines. Warhol moved to New York City in 1949 and worked as an illustrator for more than 10 years. He received numerous professional awards for his work and had hundreds of clients. Andy had experimented with changing his name in high school, and after the move to New York, he dropped the A from Warhola completely. Andy Warhol is perhaps the most misunderstood and complex artist in history, even though statements he made about his own work invoked naive simplicity. This is perhaps why he's so misunderstood. Warhol did not make it easy for people of his time. He didn't explain his work in emotional or historical terms. He was deliberately coy and naive. In the late 1950s, Warhol began devoting more attention to painting, and in 1961 he debuted the concept of pop art, paintings that focused on mass-produced commercial goods. In 1962, he exhibited the now iconic paintings of Campbell's soup cans. These small canvases of works of everyday consumer products created a major stir in the art world, bringing both Warhol and pop art into the national spotlight for the first time. Warhol negated the concept of artistic talent with his pop art works of the 60s. Instead of using the paintbrush, he blew up photographs stolen from newspapers or magazines and used the silkscreen process to make prints on canvas. He basically removed the artist from the process, or in other words, he removed the artist from the romantic belief of what an artist actually is. The use of repetition in the work of Andy Warhol is perhaps the most interesting and challenging components of his pop art. The use of silkscreen negated the artistic covenant of talent, but the use of repetition negated the concept of preciousness. He had a hard time explaining away the obvious subtext of media being desensitized. The use of repetition had a dual purpose. It was meant to deflate the notion of fine art as well as elevate the mundane aesthetic experiences of our everyday lives. The silkscreen technique negated the artist's talent for painting, but elevated the silkscreen as something more than just a technique. Andy Warhol wants us to question the prerequisites of art: talent, individuality, preciousness, and passion. By seemingly eliminating these elements, he distills the art to its fundamental expression.